Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. In this video today we're back again with another reaction video to the Czech Republic. A lot of people from there have been showing me a lot of support and I've been learning a lot of stuff, and I've been told check out this video, 11 weird things in the Czech supermarket, and this is by Honest Guide. So I wasn't really expecting to see this type of video from this dude, because recently I've actually started watching his channel. I watch him kind of catch scammers in Paris, and they were some great videos. So this video must be good too, so let's get right into it.
Imagine a tasteless Snickers bar. That's what this is. This is so much better than champagne, you have no idea.
Tasteless Snicker bar, okay.
Now here's the crazy part. Here are 10 bizarre things that you will come across in a European, or more specifically, Czech supermarket. There may be 11, I didn't count. So excited. One thing I love about the European supermarkets that may come as a shocker to Americans visiting is that almost always they have their own bakery right there. Therefore, you have fresh rolls, fresh bread, and so on. So
I mean, it's like that in the United Kingdom as well. We have all this, which is good to see.
the aisle with the toast bread that is packed in the plastic is quite small, but the fresh stuff, it's everywhere. And there's one more thing. So you buy your fresh bread, but you may say, well, but I want it sliced. How do I slice it? Well, there's a slicer or a cutter.
Okay, we don't have that as far as I'm aware. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Slice it into perfect slices.
That's awesome though. That's awesome.
One thing that may surprise you is that there's going to be different names of the same product on the labeling from one side and from another side. Here it says mlieko and here it says mléko. It is very similar, but different words. The reason is that this product is not only shipped to Czech Republic, where we are, but also to Slovak Republic, and their language is...
Oh, okay, that makes sense, because I'm like, we don't really have two different words, like names for our products, but that kind of makes sense.
Just slightly off. This is not a toothpaste. It's actually a dried milk. The intention of this is to put it in your coffee because there's also sugar in it and it's sort of a paste. But the only use of this that I know of is that kids sort of eat on this as they walk around.
I've never had that. Is that any good?
Kid, you do it till this day. You still do it? Dude, there was a woman here, she was grabbing one, and I'm like, so do you put it in your coffee? And she was like, what? Into coffee? I never heard of that. You just like go.
Oh, I might have to try that then. That sounds pretty nice.
Oh boy. Now, it may seem like we're in the champagne aisle, but there's actually no champagne here, because if you want to call something a champagne, it needs to be from the Champagne area of France. What we're seeing here are sparkling wines or Proseccos. And one specific one I want to talk about, which is down at the bottom where it belongs, because it is the cheapest sparkling wine you can buy. It's called Avanti. It goes for around €2. It is sweet and it is disgusting. Now here's the bizarre part regarding this champagne bottle, because the ones we showed you before were with alcohol meant for adults. Now these are targeted towards kids and they do not contain alcohol, yet they do look like champagne bottles. They do,
yeah, they do.
You twist them to open, then you launch the cork, and they contain only a sparkling lemonade. Now whenever you go to a kids party, or whenever I go, kids love to drink this because it sort of looks like what the parents are drinking, so it's kind of cool. We did have a product like this back in history that was banned for this.
So what is it? Is it basically just like a fizzy drink in a champagne bottle? Is it actually nice? Do I have to try this?
Exact reason, and those were chewing gums that actually looked like cigarettes.
Oh yeah, we had those. They were awesome.
It's not a good idea to give kids chewing gums that look like cigarettes.
The Spider-Man like sticks.
Somebody will think of, you know, maybe we shouldn't teach kids to drink champagne when they're kids. Now here's the crazy part. This is actually more expensive than that alcohol one we showed you a second ago. I mean, right now they're on sale, so they're roughly the same price, but when they're not on sale, this is more expensive. It's bizarre. Another difference that I want to mention is that you will come across a lot of alcohol in the European supermarkets. Now, when I go to US, I usually go to New Jersey, and you need to go to a designated liquor store to even buy.
Yeah, see, that's like the UK supermarkets. Alcohol is everywhere.
Beer, not the case here. The aisles with alcohol are huge. And one interesting fun fact that I just realized, that if you go to the touristy supermarkets in the city center, mostly the liquor is only absent. Here, there's only one bottle of absinthe. In the city center, it's the other way around. So no, Czechs do not drink absinthe. While doing this shopping, we were also wondering with Honza, hey, how much would that thing cost in US? Well, let's just go online, open a store, and oh, access denied. Well, I guess the only way to find out how much something costs in a different country, we have to jump on a plane, fly to that country, and find out. Or you can use a VPN.
I knew it. I knew it.
So much easier. You have no idea. Not only some grocery stores, for some reason that I just don't understand, are geo-blocked, but also many streaming sites, some films, movies, YouTube videos, different sites. Sometimes we're very surprised what we come across, and it can easily be bypassed with Surfshark VPN. It's a plugin into your browser that is there in the corner. You click it and you pick any country around the world. So sometimes the site may be opened just for one specific country. That country you'll find on Surfshark, you'll hit connect, and voila, there it is. Just like that. Now, Surfshark is not only sponsor of our video and our partner, but they also have a deal for you, and that is 6 months for free of their service. All you gotta do is either link below the video that you click on.
Yeah, go sign up using this code, guys. Go support his channel.
The supermarket is still empty, so let's go back from the airport.
Go support his channel. I actually use Surfshark, so
aisles in a supermarket are huge. Not too many surprises, but yes, you can buy beer very cheaply. This one, called the Classic, goes for 50 cents.
That is
cheap.
cheap.
Be surprised because once you get to the register, they will actually mark up a little higher price than that, 10 cents more, because there is a deposit on the bottle that you will later get back if you bring the bottle back and insert it to a machine. By the way, you can also buy a beer.
Oh, that's pretty cool. We don't have that over here, but I think that's actually a really good idea to help recycling.
In these large plastic bottles, which is kind of weird. And even weirder is that it's actually not cheaper than this one. I guess sometimes when it's on sale it is. Honza, it is called Classic. Have you ever drank it? Guess who makes it? Pilsner Urquell, the biggest name of beer in Czech Republic, actually makes this cheapest beer we could find. Interesting. Now, if there's something special within the aisle of beers, it's this entire aisle, which is, believe it or not, non-alcoholic beers. We are really big on that. And not only regular non-alcoholic beer, you can also get half dark beer, you can get different flavor non-alcoholic beer like plum, sherry, or these, which are super popular now, and those are beer lemonades. Now, funny enough,
beer
the
lemonade
company that started making non-alcoholic beer, or the one that made it popular, is the one that named their beer Birel. So quite often, if you go to a pub or you're going to tell someone, get me non-alcoholic beer, you're just going to say, get me a Birel. Now, here's a fun fact for you. I mean, you probably know that we have the original Budweiser, but there's something special about it. If you actually read the label of the beer, there's not a name of a company, but rather it says national company, because it is, believe it or not, owned by the state. In other words, I own a piece of it, he owns a piece of it, you own a piece of it, we all own.
How does that work?
Just like any place around the world, you can obviously buy bottled water in European supermarket. We're also pretty big on sparkling water. But if there's something that is unique, it would be this part of the aisle, because this is waters from different spots around our country. So if you don't want to go to Karlovy Vary to try pramen, you can buy it right here. But the special one that most eyes will focus on is the one called Vincentka. Apparently it's good after a hangover, but
hangover cure. You have to let me know if that actually works. I'm kind of curious. I mean, it must work, otherwise that'd be false advertising, wouldn't it?
know mostly people that use it to have a better voice. We actually know a guy who's a voice artist who recorded many of these punchlines for The Honest Guide.
Climb up the Petrin Lookout Tower. Instagram the shit out of it.
And when he was in the studio, in the recording room, he would go through the entire bottle through the session. I would ask him, why are you drinking that? And he replied, makes my voice much better. And now the candy bar section. Well, at first glance, nothing really different, right? We got different Snickers
Maltesers,
bars,
M&Ms,
yeah. Go lower for the better
Mars.
stuff, across the banana stuff, down to the coconut, all the way down to something that costs only 20 cents, and it's called sojový sok.
Never had that
the hell
before.
Is that?
Yeah.
No, I legit don't know.
Oh.
I have no idea. I know it tastes funny. There's no chocolate. It's basically soy flavored. There's sugar. It tastes like a very bad candy bar that has no flavor.
Is it
So
a
if
roll?
you buy a Mars bar and you get the nuts out of it and the chocolate and the, sugar, it tastes like that. Imagine a tasteless Snickers bar. That's what this is. Now, we may not be big on absinthe, but we're big on something that is identical, minus the liquid and the alcohol, which would be haşlarki. These mints are actually, or have the same herb that is in absinthe, which make them taste the same. So when I actually first sampled absinthe, for the first time in my life, the first words that came out of my mouth were, oh, that tastes exactly like haşlarki, and they're very popular in this country.
Oh, are they actually good? I might try those. I've never seen them before.
Now this time we looked for the product not with our eyes but with our noses, because these are olomoucké tvarůžky, a very
Smelly
famous
cheese.
and popular Czech smelly cheese from the region of Olomouc. And these little bad boys not only smell, but they're also protected, which you can tell by this yellow-blue sticker that is not only associated with this product, but with any product within EU that can only be made in a certain region and use that name, such as champagne. But this is so much better than champagne, you have no idea. Not good for a date though, unless your date loves them too.
I do like cheese. I might have to try that.
So what seemed to be a bizarre for you, the biggest one? To me, it's always this. I love it.
I need to try that. What does it look like?
To you on these things that we showed you in a Czech supermarket, and I'll see you next week. Bye.
Okay, so that was a very interesting video. I think the cheese looked pretty good, like smelly cheese. The smell might be a bit too much maybe, but you know, if you get some good cheese, that's really good. I like the sliced bread machine. That was pretty interesting. And also like the children's drink where it's in like a champagne bottle was quite weird, but I think that's pretty cool. It's probably like a fizzy drink or something like that, right? And the different languages, but that does kind of make sense because it obviously goes to Slovakia as well. But that's just kind of weird to us because I've never seen that before. But I like the fact that you can return the beer bottle and get your money back for like a little bit of the money back. I think it's a good idea to encourage recycling. We definitely need to have that here. So if you guys want more reaction videos like this, let me know what to check out. And I'm kind of surprised that the honest guy made this video. I recently just discovered his channel too, and I have to say he's a really good YouTuber, so go support him as well. And I'll see you guys next video. Have a great day, everyone.